Bias in AI systems is not accidental, it is predictable. In this module, you will understand exactly where bias begins inside AI projects.
Bias in AI is not just a technical issue, it is a systemic issue. It happens when a model produces consistently unfair outcomes, when certain groups are treated differently, when historical patterns of inequality are learned and amplified. And the most dangerous part is bias is often invisible at first. The model can show high accuracy. It can look efficient, but beneath the surface, it may be creating unequal impact across different populations. Bias usually begins long before model training. It starts in phase 2, data understanding, when teams decide which data to collect, which data to ignore, and how representative that data really is. It continues in phase 3, data preparation, during labeling decisions, sampling strategies, and feature selection. If certain groups are underrepresented, if labels reflect human prejudice, or if sampling excludes critical segments, the model will learn those distortions. Bias is not created by the code, it is learned from the data.
Even if your data looks acceptable, bias can intensify during model development. When a model overfits to biased training data, it memorizes those distortions instead of generalizing fairly. High variance can amplify imbalance. The model becomes overly sensitive to patterns that should not drive decisions. Even hyperparameter tuning affects fairness. When we optimize purely for accuracy, we may unintentionally increase false positives or false negatives for specific groups.
CPMAI does not treat bias as an afterthought. It controls it across all 6 phases, from defining fairness requirements in phase 1, to validating data and labeling quality, to evaluating error impact in phase 5, and monitoring bias in production. Bias control is not a single activity, it is lifecycle governance. Bias is not only a technical flaw, it is a trustworthy AI issue. Ethical AI means do no harm. Responsible AI means build it the right way. Without transparency, without accountability, without governance, bias becomes systemic. Trustworthy AI is not possible if fairness is not actively managed.
Bias is a life cycle risk, not a model bug. If you treat it as a technical adjustment, you will miss the real problem. CPMAI controls bias across all 6 phases, from business definition to monitoring in production. And remember, exam scenarios on AI bias focus on life cycle thinking, not isolated model fixes.